How's it going, guys? Leethal Lee here again. Playing the Spurs today. They're looking like a stronger team than we are, so this could be a bad one. Next game, my audio problem should be cleared up. Fairly certain, but you know, sometimes I don't talk very much, so it's going to happen like that. So I'll see you at the end.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. He told me they're going to have to turn to their defense in this one if they want to get the W. He said, we're not the kind of team that wants to get into a race. We want to grind this thing out and make every bucket for them as tough as we can make it. Guys?
All right, great stuff, Doris. Thanks. And guys, not too much of a surprise that defense is going to be the emphasis.
Yeah, that's the type of team they are. I mean, they always seem to feed off of that defense. They're just really trying to attack and force some turnovers and get out and run.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, that's really what drives them on a game-to-game basis.
Yes, block. Come on.
And Jordan
So far behind.
For Avery Bradley. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Since Boston's resurgence, they've always done a great job against the Western Conference. Having the depth and the talent they do gives you a chance to do that, but last year it just wasn't the same.
Bonner dishes to McGrady. Count the bucket.
How do I just stop?
Like that.
Stopped. I don't know.
Boston trailing. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And that game was almost a coin flip at the end of regulation. It really could have gone either way, but Clark, you sensed it was going to be theirs pretty quickly once overtime began.
Yeah, well, it was obvious as soon as the overtime period started that they'd hit the reset button and gotten their second win.
Out to Lee.
Crawford.
To Crawford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Melo's shot is off. And here are the Spurs. Yeah, Clark, you're right. They really struggled to get any real momentum when they faced off against the Western Conference. And Steve, they ended up with a 7-11.
4 on the road.
Yeah, you know, really a far cry from how they had done up until that point. Losing some of the guys they did made it
nice
for them to play the type of defense that let them dominate the Western Conference the year before.
Kicks to Diao. Lets a floater go. That's good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet. Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
That layup was not as good as that dunk.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
Man, he is an absolute.
It's Patty Mills. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite.
He didn't get it. Didn't get it. Not that great.
In that competitive first quarter. Spurs.
All right, second quarter.
A close game.
Down by 2.
Quarter. And looking at what we. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. On the floor for Boston. Lee, he's in at small forward. Jordan Crawford out there with Avery Bradley. And there's Green, and it's Melo in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Nice.
And another basket for Boston.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
I'll tell you guys, it's great to see Jeff Green back on the court after missing all of last season following a very serious heart surgery. They repaired an aortic aneurysm, something that a few other NBA players have dealt with, including Ronnie Turioff. So hopefully...
No, how did he just walk around me?
The defense caught dozing off that time.
I was standing right near the bloody...
Yeah, you're not going to miss many of those. I mean, this is really a poor defensive effort.
And that last replay, courtesy of Sprite. Lee kicks to Bradley. Crawford outside. Over Green. And it's Boston converting. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
What I love about Doc Rivers, the Celtics head coach, is the consistent message he has for his team. Defense, share the ball, trust your team.
Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hi, guys. Lights out. In their last game against the Rockets, made some nice plays. He picked up 10-point. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. You're all over.
He's a critical, crucial part of their game plan each and every night.
Yep, I mean, he's such a big part of their team, and when he plays like that, I mean, it's so important for his club.
That is good. You know, Steve, you look at the success the Celtics have had. Rivers was there back when the team wasn't so great.
That's good.
Position stuck with him, and now he is stuck with them.
I think that's a credit to the Celtics organization, Kevin, because so often NBA teams fire their coaches when things go badly, but Rivers didn't have any talent back then. Once he got some talent, everybody realized what a great coach he was because he's put them together. They've been consistent and unified, and he does such an amazing job of communicating to his team and motivating them. That's why they've been on this long run.
And Joseph kicks to Leonard with the lead pass, and good on the basket. Book it. Joseph's got his first points in this one.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there. Boy, he did a nice job losing his man on a good pick and then just buried the jumper. That is basketball 101 right there, Kevin.
And it's lights out with the foul. That's his first foul.
Me? He ran into me.
Both teams making
Half time.
half of basketball.
M&A.
The Spurs.
Do it. Let's get in the game. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go.
Kawhi Leonard
Last time I played me, just
by 3.
You know, some teams just know how to ramp it up in the postseason, and the Spurs are certainly one of those teams. I mean, Utah is one of the toughest teams at home, and the Spurs went in and swept.
So with Ginobili sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Kawhi Leonard and Juwan Blair at the forwards. Tracy McGrady is out there with Tony Parker, and it's Diaw in at the 5. Terry, the pass to White, takes the 13-footer, and another basket for Boston. And for the Spurs last season, Steve, it was key to sweep Utah as they could rest up for the next round. Really helped them along the way.
Yeah, in fact, I thought they were the team to beat until finally getting swept away by Oklahoma City 4 straight after winning the first 2 games in the conference finals. But what a fantastic year for the Spurs. They were the best offensive team in the league. They just ran into a younger, more athletic team in the Thunder.
The dish now to Wilcox. And another
nice.
Boston.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, the jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
And here is McGrady. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Right up. Pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. Rebound Boston. And again, San Antonio here for the second time this season.
Well, it was a good win. Ball movement, offensive spacing, efficiency. They were just really solid at that end of the floor.
And when they got hot, they were impossible to cool down. That was the case throughout the game.
And you look at
No way, Tony.
just another example of the Spurs finding undervalued talent to add to their roster. It was a second-round pick back in 2009. A lot of teams were scared
Right.
off because of some knee injuries, but
No, I didn't call for it. I want
Spurs.
shitty highlights.
Here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, guys. Brazilian big man Thiago Splitter had an impressive second season. Per 40 minutes, averaging about 20 points, 11, he could be a household name. But he says the pronunciation of his first name is closer to Thiago, not Tiago. And he added with a smile, Tony Parker is the only one who gets it right. He's the only linguist on the team, Kevin.
Nice stuff, Doris. Thank you.
Well, I guess being French, he knows how to smooth those consonants out.
And, you know, you take a look at Juwan Blair, guys. I mean, his rebounding rate has actually dipped 2 seasons in a row now. But his scoring, you guys said, for the 37th pick, he was a great get for the Spurs.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Bradley dishes to Lee.
Come on.
Blair's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's McGrady. No luck. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth.
That wasn't good.
Spurs.
I gotta get back on top.
And
No problems for them, so
Spark a run, yeah. I'm gonna do that.
picked up the W against the Trailblazers.
And that game was almost a coin flip at the end.
Even pass it to on.
It really could have gone either way, but Clark, you sensed it was going to be theirs pretty quickly once overtime began.
Yeah, well, it was obvious as soon as the overtime period started that they'd hit the reset button and gotten their second win.
On the court for the Celtics. Lee in at small forward. Garnett out there with Green. And there's Terry.
Come on. No, Jeanette.
At the shooting guard. Parker kicks to Leonard. Pass to McGrady. Pierce covering. That's a Joe from 11. Once again off the mark.
Jerk, Terry.
Celtics trail by 9. That drops. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And there's the feed to Leonard. Over Green. Leonard, no luck.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Feeds it to Green. It's Pierce on the wing. On the corner. Rebounded by the Spurs. Diaw's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
Ginobili right side. Back to Parker. 5 on the clock. Left side Pierce.
Oh, my goodness.
Dang.
What a huge play.
And what I love about him, Kevin, is the supreme confidence he has at the offensive end of the floor. He just seems to want the big shot with the game on the line.
And also, he can flat out shoot it. Defensive pressure means nothing to him. He can drill jump shots right in the face of a defender. His concentration, form, and focus, outstanding. Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket. He had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off, just couldn't get it to go.
Here's McGrady. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's a look. There's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Terry. And that's now 9 points for Paul Pierce. And Parker, here we go. And the shot is
In there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
rejected by Ginobili. .105 left in the fourth quarter. Pierce against McGrady. Over Garnett. And that one's good. McGrady. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
And that should definitely do it. Now it's
Don't say shit like that. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
They're running through the finish line right here. They're piling on a bit.
Here's Lee.
Fuck you. Now I can't hit.
And there. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
about over.
No defense. No.
Win for them in the end.
Yep, I think they can just about put this one on cruise control for the last few seconds here.
Here's Terry. And the shot.
He's knocking them down.
Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far.
So there it is, guys. This is the last possession. You know, well, a dismal game for us. I'm not helping the team. I think it was one of my worst. But yeah, audio should. I don't know if it's sure, but it should be fixed by the next one. And I just wanted to say, yeah, you know, leave you with the press conference and a big old cheers for watching. You can do whatever you want with these comments or liking or subscribing. It's up to you. But yeah, cheers for watching. I'll leave you with the press conference.
That was a game you must have felt like you let slip away. What was the mood in the locker room following a loss like this?
I don't know, man. I wasn't really paying attention to all that. We lost the game. We kept it close, whatever. These guys going to react how they're going to react. It's not up to me to keep track of all that. Why don't you go ask them how they feeling now? You probably get a quote or two out of one of them who will be a little more interested in talking to you.